It's annoying being ill in this way. It's kind of like... what the fuck? My body feels like it wants to do nothing other than lie down forever. But my brain wants to play Path of Exile. If I don't do what my brain wants me to do, my body's just going to feel crap because my brain's going to get miserable, so... I'm fighting for my life here. We kill High Tempo Avaris, then we take Consecrated Path, and then Walsh will appear and tell me I'm going to get kicked from the league because I'm using Consecrated Path to kill stuff sometimes, and that's break the rules or something. We're gonna... This is you. Oh, I need to remark him. Lol. Probably tank that, but I'm not going to risk trying out. Oh shit. Okay, I can tank it. I just found out the hard way. Oh. That unique finisher effect is really annoying in lab when it starts spawning all the unique Guardian things. I nearly died one of my lab runs because I was just getting spammed a bit and couldn't see Azara anymore. It reminds me of the same reason why I have this like Ring of the Demon Slayer effect. Oh. Can you not do the big attack? You did the big attack. Okay, we're fine. Yo, look at that! Right, Consecrated Path. Oh. Boom. You know, I remember one of the issues of Consecrated Path on this kind of character is like my main hand is very slow and my offhand is fast. So every other Consecrated Path is going to be slower. I'll live with it. That is so slow. It's so slow. The follow-up is really fast, but... we must find a fast attack speed. You know what this build wants to do later on? It wants to farm two things I don't usually farm much in standard Ruthless. One of them is Delirium, because its best passive tree uses Quick and Deadly Cluster. At least one of them. I mean, if you get enough, if I were to push crazy levels, I could get two, but that's probably never going to happen. So yeah, Quick and Deadly Cluster. Even like the slightly faster attack speed. I also want to farm essences probably, which sounds really bad, but the guaranteed mods, you know, all I need is to slam one deafening essence of that gives attack speed on my offhand, and I could have a GG offhand, kind of. I mean, you still want to get damage mods on it. And also, I'd like an Ichimonji, but there's no guarantee I get one of those drops. We can take Bastion Breaker early. This is going to mean we can take a Mastery next level, and then we just start ignoring all enemy armor. So we get that before we kill Katava, and then Katava should die a bit quicker. Part of the question here now is... Mission failed. The target was slain. What does this mean? I just got here! Yay! Trading. You might have been willing to give it for free, but I don't want to take handouts. I want to trade something for something, you know? What does this give again? Gives a weapon. They're all bad. Oh! It's slightly more attack speed! It's an upgrade! And it comes with global accuracy rating. It's why I'm kind of like looking forward to the golden era of no one knowing anything. Ow. Ooh. Okay, I nearly died there. I need to pay attention. Shit. I'm tanking everything right now. Ah! Why did you hit? Oh, you're hitting my golem. Oh. Oh, I tried to consecrate a path like over here. There we go. Oh. Ow. Ow. I'm just tanking most of these hits. It doesn't have potion on them, does it? Alright, that should be done. Yay! Deathless Katava. Imagine having 1.4k live. Our Stone Golem is actually doing a good job being a nice little companion. I said this last night. The one thing I really want, because I don't play minion builds. There we go, I got it done. I'd never played minion builds anymore. Every time I've tried, I've just gotten bored too quickly. I've hated it. The one thing that could persuade me towards wanting to play any form of minion build is if you have certain permanent minions, being able to name them. Dumb as that sounds, I would genuinely, like, that would sway me more towards wanting to play minion builds. Like, imagine you can make your animated guardian, and then you can name it, like, Keith. And then you can be like, Keith, no! As he just, like, dies and walks into Cirrus Storm, like, no! What does Spirit Walkers even mean? Okay, we are taking a good full damage. I remember having this out with things when did they stop doing Arc Nem mods? You know, the really like obscure ones that would say like Bombardier, and you just had to guess what it meant. It was a fun idea in principle. I like the concept of like having keyword tags and stuff, but they packaged loads of mods into one mod, which just meant that people were confused about what the danger actually was. Like they were like people weren't aware that like certain modifiers would be like kind of bricking their build or damage, right? So they made it so like they were like, okay, we're gonna make one mod does one thing and it's clear, and then you have shit like Spirit Walkers, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? The numbers, Mason, what do they mean? As I said earlier, like I like being a small streamer, so I don't like. Sometimes I wake up and think like, oh, what if my job was running a Path of Exile channel? What if I was one of those big streamer guys? It actually sounds like way more trouble than it's worth. You have to have like an insane love for the efforts required. Whoa, the hoop the all. Wait, what? Good rolls as well. You have to have a massive love for what you're doing to deal with the natural downsides that come with making content online, because it literally doesn't matter like what you're doing, because obviously if you're going out there trying to be controversial or start arguments, then you know you can't complain if you know. But god, like the way the internet works, you can say the most innocuous stuff, the most innocent and milquetoast and boring shit, and people will still find a reason to complain and be mad about it. And they'll speak out against you, and then suddenly, like, you make a post before you go to sleep saying how much you like, I don't know, Cheerios cereal. And you make that post because you think it's a light-hearted way of telling your followers, like, hey, I like Cheerios, what's your favorite cereal? You wake up the next day to like 40 death threats because the company that makes Cheerios has done something horrible, like, I don't know, some political thing going on and they're doing the wrong thing about it, I don't know. And your silence on the matter speaks volumes, and people have taken your fact that you say you like it out of nowhere as a tacit affirmation that you are a bad person. And then some people dug up some other stuff on your past or something, or found some rumors that weren't true, but they're going to take them like they are. And then within the space of 12 hours, like, you wake up the next day and then your entire reputation is at risk, and now you have to work out how to deal with it. I don't want to deal with that.
Wasn't worth it, was it?
Was definitely worth it. Shut the Whoa, that's the wrong kind of determination. Temporal Bowl makes this like 10 times more dangerous. Okay, getting more guys in here is going to give me extra strikes. Ah! I'm going. I'm running. No, this is bad. I'm going the wrong way. I ain't killing these guys. No, no, he did his fucking thing. Take less damage during this, wasting my banner. There we go, see that? Really died, but it's fine. But I imagine that the first Sanctum isn't as sanctumy as the other. There's enough information now about Path of Exile 2. Ow, ow, ow. Oh yes, I have minus 30% Chaos Res. I forgot that part. I mean, Jung Roan was already theory crafting stuff, right? Using like time stop and then guaranteeing hits with Hammer of the Ancients with using time stop on the Chronomancer, and then getting that some other way and that kind of shit. Which I was like, sweet. We're already breaking the game. As Chris Wilson intended. I guess one of the things with Path of Exile streams is they're like a very strong background stream kind of category for people. Because I know I use Path of Exile streams often. If like, they're like, I'll use the worst thing is when I'm playing Path of Exile and I have a Path of Exile stream on the background, because then I have to deal with other people's loot filter sounds. So every time I get a tink, I'm like, wait, is that my tink? And like half the time it is. Yeah. Yeah. Do you remember when this shit was bugged for one league and it did like 1 billion damage? Oh, banner. Alright, which plated more do we want? Jesus. Why? Every time I leveled as two-handed Sunder, I drop rare one-handed weapons. I level with one-handed weapons, I drop rare two-handers. Not even bad. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Actually, no, I don't. No, I played softball first. Sorry, wrong. I think I played softball before Legion League, because I played a Tornado Shot Ranger. No guide, just got the Tornado Shot Gen at one point, put it in my gear, and I was like, oh, this is fun. It has good AoE and shit. Cool, this is my skill now. And I don't even remember if I don't know if I even put a support gem on it. Who knows? At that point, when you're such a new player, I can't even remember if I remembered to like do that shit properly and understood how much of a difference it was going to make, if I did or didn't, you know. What I remember about that is I got to Act 4. My character was very squishy. I wasn't investing defense properly at all, I'm sure. So I got to Act 4 and things were going kind of okay because I had enough damage to do a lot of stuff. And then I got to like Act 4 Piety. There's something up there. And I just got walled by her because I could just corpse rush her, but I was dying so fast in that fight, not knowing how to not die, because everything, all the ground explosion stuff and like any of her attacks would just kill me. And the problem with that was I just ended up quitting the game at that point because I was like, well, this isn't fun. I don't want to go through all the time to work out why it's not working. Yeah, hang on. No, not again! Search the dread thicket for me. I am searching the dread thicket for remaining fireflies. Where is it? I'm about to reset the instance, I swear to fuck. Is it behind here? Is there like a whole area behind here? Oh, you are shitting me with this layout. What is this? What is this? I used to be zooming around with a map like this, and if I ever saw text pop up, it was generally named the Seer, and it would be this size. So now I see these items pop up, and my brain's like, Seer? Like, genuinely, I'm getting this kind of whiplash. It's so annoying. It's about that size. Seer? I was saying about this before, so again, like, you know, I remember Arch Nemesis, and when they had all the like the keyword things where it was like a bunch of packaged mods in one thing, and they changed it because they were like, this is too confusing, so we're going to make it so one mod does one thing, or if it does two things, it will say and, like, you know, elemental equilibrium and there, and it will say what it does. So what the fuck is Spirit Walkers? What does it do? That's World of Warcraft. Oh, there we go. Found it on an RMT site. The only explanation I got from Google was from an RMT website that's asking me to buy PoE currency. Please don't ban me, GGG. I'm not. Each mob has an apparition of themselves, doubling the size of the pack. The apparitions also grant experience when killed. Please don't ban me. Why? This is why Jonathan is adding keywords to everything in fucking Path of Exile 2. Like, they're going to be keywords nested in keywords, which is good. That's like how Baldur's Gate 3 does it, you know? It's a very good way of, like, doing the menus and UI and stuff. But this is why, because why am I having to go onto a RMT website to find this explanation that no one else can give confidently, and there's no information in your game about it? Glossary. It's not here. This glossary is useless. I'm not going to flick through this as I'm playing. Imagine, this is like having like a fucking like list of terms at the back of your novel. Who's going to stop playing their RPG being like, hang on, let me just check what jewelry means. Sometimes also I love that description. Usually refers to rings and amulets. Sometimes also includes belts and jewels. Nearby. It's so bad. How has no one ever rewritten this? Surely they can pay one guy like 10 quid to rewrite their glossary. Pay Talkative Try to rewrite your glossary. He loves to talk about things that people already know. Can I get over here? Can I get over here? Can I go over here? Can I go over here? Can I go over here? No, you're doing too much damage. With the wrong skill, correct. Come on! There must be a gap I can click on. No, no. I have to go around and look. By the way, this boss arena is really cool. This is like PoE 2 level kind of boss design. I think, especially with that attack as well, because that is like, you're not likely to have much Chaos Res around this time. And the amount of spam you get. This is like a high tier boss design from them during the Axe. Whereas like the Solaris Lunaris boss fight is way less interesting by comparison, because it's just like, it's Solaris Lunaris starts out interesting when there's two of them, but as soon as it alternates into like there's only one of them to hit, it just gets way less interesting. At least the map boss third is more interesting like that. Oh shit! I'm wearing armor with life. I'm wasting a passive point. Oopsie. I mean, this is the best armor with cold res I have, right? Green gem roll. Someone's rolling their green gem. Alk LFG. That's a red gem. I need the cold res on here, don't I? I don't. We can put this one back on. This one. Yeah. Look at my res, man. This is why I say don't take a Lyra. I don't have any flash charges. Uh-oh. Bit spooky. That's good damage. That is 20% more life as Zaro to bear in mind. This is a 2-link. I only have Ruthless support. I love the fact that they are doing 1 life only in maps. Like, you can... Portals are just there for leaving the map if you need to do something else, but if you... It was funny, because, like, Mark literally says it in the teaser, like, if you die, the map can no longer be run, and you must find another way to get around in the Atlas, or, you know, you must get a new waystone and shit like that as well. You lose it all. And people heard that, and then, but they were like, oh, but I saw 6 portals, so blah, 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 blah. And it's like, come on, man. He said it. Such a great change. It's crazy, because some people are trying to cook me for, like, having the hot take, but that's how I think PoE should be balanced, because they were like, no way, there's no way you could, you know, you juice up a whole map and then you have a random death and you lose everything. That would be horrible. And I kept saying, like, you've got to think about Path of Exile 2 in Path of Exile 2 terms. Every bit of balance will be different. Everything could be balanced around something else again. It's a whole new game. It forces you to build defense. You cannot... Hey, +1 form. Right. And speed try. Meow. Meow. He has 2 essences, I think. Probably means I don't get +1 key from it, but it's whatever. I'd rather just do this safely. There we go. There we go. There we go. Lateral thinking. Hey! Lab, Trove, log in. First out of the league. First out of the league. Where the fuck is my Dark Shrine? I want the Dark Shrine. I haven't marked them. I'm trolling. Hey, only 2 keys. That's really bad. I got 4 keys doing normal lab every time. Ruthless is a... And the second alchemy orb! We got 2 alks from lab! No one gets this kind of dopamine in normal bench league. Right, what are we doing on here? I thought this through enough. What do people take in Ruthless Slayer? You know what I can do? I can Poe Ninja this. Ruthless Settlers, Slayers. It's one of these 2. I can't... There's no point taking this because we're not taking any max frenzy charges. This is something we take when we do Uberlab. Most likely, because I'm going to get suppression and a bunch of other stuff, and by the time I have my 6 frenzy charges, we're going to be around the time we're probably going to be doing Uberlab. Not before. I think we just go in on the full damage, because the thing about this as well is it makes Merciless Zaro a lot easier. Because all you have to do when you get to that final phase is get him down to 20%, and then he just falls over. Check vendors. Or upgrades. Oh, that's a lot of physical damage. Oh, that 3 alterations? I might have to POV this. 34% more DPS. Yes! At 20% quality. Right, we're gonna buy this now then. Put it on, this one. I need to chrome it up. Uh-oh. Alright, 1 green. Good. I'm gonna get 1 shot if I don't cleanse this shit. There we go. What a great topic for a song. This is a dead end? What the fuck? See, this is where you'd find a boss in Path of Exile 2. You just be minding your own business and you just walk into somewhere, and then some guy called, like, Ogus the Impaler just, like, climbs out of the water and then just starts slapping you around with a fish. And if you kill him, you get plus 15% cold res on your character permanently. Path of Exile 2. You are shitting me. The fact you cannot block masters right now is so bad. Because it means your chance of getting a mechanic if it's a master is much higher if you were to invest in it than the chance you would get if it's a non-master. It just dilutes the pool so much. It used to be like you can't block masters, but all the masters shared the same instance in the pool. Yeah. And they had space for them. Do you remember where they used to have the nodes that gave you 100% more chance to see that master? And they just got rid of them. There's just an empty space now. I'll show the Atlas tree right now. I'm not I'm in maps, but there's just this empty space where they used to be, and they can just put it back there. I don't know why they got rid of it. It's like feels like a purposeful kind of like middle finger to player agency in the end game in Ruthless to me, because it's like, yeah, I just can't control my Atlas the way I'm supposed to be able to now. The problem is every time any of the nodes and points you spend into a mechanic on the tree only do something in a map if that mechanic spawns. Now, if that was like, oh, it spawns every other map, I can tolerate that. Oh, I have some empty maps? Okay. The fact I was doing a ritual tree with full ritual and nothing else, and I could go a dozen maps. Which, including all the other mechanics and stuff I was keeping on top of, that was like a whole like hour-long session, really, right? Yeah. Imagine logging on to Path of Exile being like, oh, I really feel like farming this today. Oh, I feel really excited to do this content. And you're not like some new player. You're not like, oh, I'm on tier 4 maps. I want to do delirium farming now. Okay, well, you know, that's your problem. Oh, why is he? Ow. I've got 4 Voidstone. I've got all map completions. And I cannot sustain. I cannot even see the mechanic I have fully invested into, and I've invested into any other mechanics. So it has a 420% increased chance to appear. I have blocked all other mechanics, and it doesn't show up for 12 maps. I can't do it. I don't have the volition to play the game like that. It's just a sense of like emptiness for a while. There's like a certain level of tolerance. If that's the level of tolerance they're building it for, that's I'm unfortunately missed out of that, which is tragic because I love everything else about the mode. I don't mind the lack of movement skills, really, because I've got the creative path at least. Booties. And suppression. No life. In Exalted Orb. Yeah, it's the one thing making me think, like, once I'm deep into Path of Exile 2, I might just stay doing that. Because if the early access endgame is fun, because it looks fun, infinitely expanding Atlas, all the... I'm skipping this track because it's obnoxious. If that grips me, it might not ungrip me for a while, because I'll have, like, other classes to play. I'll always have new things to explore. Playing that campaign over several times isn't going to get old very quickly, and it's going to be more fun to discover more and more stuff along with everyone else. I'm not just going to play it once and then stick to the end game. I want to check out the Mercenary, I want to check out the Titan, I want to check out... No, probably not the Witch, but... The Monk, probably... Oh, I saved myself. I can just see myself getting lost in that, and that becomes my thing. And then I will return to Ruthless when I feel like they have changed it. Otherwise, I've had the fun I wanted to have with it. Which feels like a really morbid way of saying it, I guess, but it's like kind of true. It's like, I love Ruthless, but I don't love Ruthless in a way that I would play it instead of like Path of Exile 2 when it comes out. Our damage is really good though. Ow. Right, here we go. He's gonna do his big thing, he's gonna channel the orb towards me. Oh, you get cold. Lol. Oh, I'm loving Slayer Call, man. I've never played with Slayer Call before, I think. I don't know if I've ever played with Slayer before. Dollars. Lunars. We have cap res for this. This guy at DMCH as well, isn't it? didn't think about that. Attack in maps does so much damage. Oop. Yeah, blockable masters for the end game in Ruthless, plus other flash charges. Oh, we got some back. That 20% cold, man, that's so dirty, man. There's a wild amount of damage coming out. Wow, that feels like cheap. Holy shit, what are these? I'll take the 5% loss. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. I will, I might be back streaming tomorrow. Might be. Hopefully. Depends on a lot of things. But I'll be playing a lot of the private league, so... yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna start floating. Goodbye.